And we are here today at Racing Results to check out this one-of-a-kind custom-built G35. Now, what makes this a one-of-a-kind GTR? Let's take a look. This car has a Nissan RB26 motor, as opposed to the VQ35 motor that was originally in the car. But that's not what makes it one of a kind, because that's been done before. So what makes it one of a kind? Come, I'll show you. See this? This is a front differential, and this is the drive axle. This car is four-wheel drive. Now let's talk to Winston, one of the owners of Racing Results and the fabricator of this car, to see how he was able to do this.
Hi.
Hi Winston, nice to meet you. Now tell us, what were you thinking when you were doing this?
But actually I just wanted to do something different. Everybody got the Mitsubishis and the Hondas. I really like the Skyline and the G35, so I try to combine both of them. So I went ahead and did this all-wheel drive setup here. So let me show you in depth what it takes for me to do it. Alright, we did. We replaced the differential with the Skyline differential, right? In order to do that, we had to take down the rear subframe, send it out to Alfie, as you can see. We replaced it with this bracket right here. You had to cut it out, incorporate these two anchoring points for the Skyline differential, because the G35 originally came with one. So I wanted to have the same effect as the Skyline. So we did that. I also made another bracket over here for the front of it, for balancing and weight distribution. We also did a drive shaft, custom made drive shaft. Alright, let's move a little further to the front. We did the tranny mount right here. Alright, it's not too pretty, but it works for now. Then the part that everybody wants to know about, the all-wheel drive setup. Alright, what we have is the G35X subframe. Replace it with this, with the G35 regular subframe, so to accommodate the all-wheel drive, the front drive axles. In order to do that, we have to get the G35X anchoring points off the chassis of the G35X to bolt this up, weld it on onto this chassis legs.
Now those are some pretty big pipes over there. How did you get those to fit?
Alright, it was a little tedious, but we get it to work somehow. Alright, for the wastegate, we had a 44mm tile wastegate. So what I did, I didn't want the noise when the wastegate opened, so what I did, I piped it back into the exhaust system. Now, as you can see, custom mandrel bend pipes, turbo flex, V-band, CO2 sensor for the wideband. Then the mandrel bed down here again. Come all the way back here, and what we use is actually, in order to get the muffler to fit in the back, we have to use a custom-made Cook's exhaust. Yeah, for noise purpose and stuff like that, and fitment.
Now before we bring the car down, what else do you have going on in here?
Alright, let's take a look at the fuel system. Alright, I opted for two Bosch 044 fuel pumps, air motive fuel filters, right? I opted for two lines coming out of the fuel tanks, return. However, these lines are Teflon coated on the inside for the E85 fuel that we're running on this vehicle. So up front, we got a twin entry fuel rail. When we bring the car down, I'll show you a little more of that. Alright, a twin entry, 2200 injectors that just came out on the market that we are trying out right now. So let me just bring the car down and show you a little more in depth on that. Alright, we ended up underneath where I was looking at the fuel system. Alright, what we have here is the fuel rail, twin entry, right? In the front and the back, the return. Like I was saying earlier about the injectors, the 2200cc injectors, If you could bring the camera in a little closer, you can see they're a bit different from your standard injectors, right? However, that's for, we have to use our injector to run the E85 fuel that we are running, like I was explaining earlier. All right, what we have is tile blow-off valves, a well-aimed fuel pressure regulator. If you notice, intercooler piping, we kept it the same size as the intake, 3.5 inches all the way around. HKS intercooler. Over here we have the turbocharger, right? The precision turbocharger is a 62-65 billet wheel, dual ball bearing, right? However, we had a 76mm on there before we took that off. That was the response and stuff like that. So this is a bit more responsive for the street. All right. You got the Alma boost controller right there, manual boost controller. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start it up, put it in gear, roll it, because it's a bit tedious on the outside. We want to go drive it right now. I'm just going to do it on another session. So right now I'm just going to start it, put it in gear, roll it on the lift, so you really see that it's really all-wheel drive. All right.
That sounded awesome. Now, have you dynoed this yet?
No, actually we haven't dynoed it yet. However, that's something that's coming up soon, so we'll be late in Races and Tuna. Set a date for them to come and see, so you guys can see what's going on with dyno tune this car.
Now, what kind of engine management do you have going on here? Because I know with this conversion, you have to have something going on.
All right, we're running right now the Wolf 3D V500. It's version 500.
Now, this front bumper here, this looks like from the new GTR. Now, why did you put this here?
All right, it's a G35 with a Nissan Skyline motor, right? So I was looking around online one day, and I come across this bumper. A friend of mine told me about it. Oh, it does look like the new GTR, so it's called a concept bumper, GTR concept. So I figure Skyline motor, G35, how close they're gonna get to a GTR. So I went for it, and turned out all right.
Next up, Winston and Pat will take this G35R out for a little romping. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Winston, for showing us this kick-ass G35R.
You're welcome. Thanks for visiting Racing Results. Thank you so much.
And this is Jenny from Racers and Tuners. I'll see you next time.